name is Kayela. I am a student nurse. Today I'm going to be performing how to don PPE the correct way. So first what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to wash my hands. This is sanitizer. I'm going to make sure when I'm sanitizing my hands, I'm really lathering it in, making sure that my hands are dry, making sure the solution is in my hands. Then what I'm going to don next is I'm going to be putting on my gown. So this gown is my PPE gown. I'm going to make sure when I'm unraveling it that it's away from my body, that I'm not making contact. Okay. Making sure it's not touching the floor. So I'm going to don my gown. Putting my hands through. Then also tying the back of the gown. Now that I have my gown on, if you can tell, I tied the back portion of the gown, making sure it's secure. I'm going to don my bouffant over my hair. And I'm going to don now my shoe coverings. They're show the long side of the foot and the back side. Okay, my next item that I'm going to be putting on is my mask. This is one of the Thai masks. What I'm going to be doing is there's a bridge portion for my nose. I'm going to angle it on my nose. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these ties and I'm going to tie the top portion. Okay, now that I have my mask tied, I tied it on the top portion and also on the bottom portion, making sure that I have this sealed. I can maneuver this to cover my mouth and my bridge of my nose. My next step is I'm going to be putting on my gloves. Okay, now I'm going to be putting on my gloves. These gloves, for instance, are non-sterile gloves. We do have sterile gloves, but in putting on this equipment, I'm going to be utilizing non-sterile gloves during this procedure. So what I'm going to do is making sure that it's to keep sterilization. I'm going to put on my gloves. Slipping it on, and then my next glove, same procedure, slipping it on. Okay, now I have all my personal protective equipment on. I have my gown, I have my bouffant, I have my shoe coverings, I have my mask, and I have my gloves. I'm going to be removing my gloves now, making sure I'm flipping this, not touching it. Same thing with the next one. Going inside, taking off the gloves, throwing them away. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking off my mask. Making sure I do not touch the soiled portion of my mask, which is the outside. Removing that from my face. Next, I'm going to be taking off my gown, untying the back portion, untying the back, making sure that this soiled portion is not touching my uniform. I'm going to roll it up, throw it away, take out my bouffant, take off my shoes coverings. My last step is I'm going to go wash my hands. Showing proper hand hygiene by washing my hands. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the sink with a towel. Throw this away. I'm going to wet my hands. Wet, wet. Pump 3 times. I'm going to be lathering my hands for 15 seconds, making sure I'm getting all soiled items off my hands. I'm going to be washing each individual finger. 15 seconds, going underneath each nail, making sure I get all those bacteria from underneath the nail. Making sure I'm lathering the soap, getting all of the bacteria off of my hands, anything that's soiled. I'm going to rinse my hands, making sure to take off all the soap. Making sure not to splash my hands. I'm going to get a towel. I'm going to turn off the sink, throw that away, and I'm going to dry my hands.